Okay, so let's say that we have read the theory lesson on what is an object, what's program execution, and so on, and then we are ready to start doing the tasks. The first type of task that I will be talking about in this video is the question task. So you can click here on the next button, and you'll see that the question 1E, E meaning easy, will display, or you can click on it right here, so it's actually the same, and I'll click on it, and this is how a question looks like. So on the right there is the task text, and here are the provided answers, and you actually have to select one of them. So look at the code given on the left. How many objects of the class car are initialized in the main method of the test class? And now you'll see that only the car file is displayed here, but you can see that the question contains two files. So I will click on the test Java file and see here. So now I can see what is the code that I actually had to review. So there is a small hint here saying that if the test class is not present in the editor, double click on the file test Java on the far left to open it, which is what I did just a moment ago. So how many objects are initialized here? Actually two, so C1 and A2. So let's start with two objects, and if you are sure that that's the correct answer, you can click on the check button. So the check button checks for the answers. Okay, so I don't want to share my tasks, and if everything is okay, congratulations message is written here, and you can go to the next question. So let's go to the next question. Also, you will see that the color of these icons of the tasks that you have completed successfully has changed from white to green if you have completed them successfully. So in the second question, there is code which is given on the left, actually in the middle in the code editor. When the command from the main method is executed, what value will the variable m1 have? So you can see here that the code is actually folded. I can scroll it and see it all, but you can click here to see it in multiple lines. So I will say maybe it's this one, and I will click on the check button, and if the solution is not correct, it will be printed here, incorrect solution. So now I will have the option to choose some other answer. I think it's this one, and if you answer a question or a task and you do not finish it correctly, there will be a red icon here instead of a white one, instead of a green one. So if I check on it again, so now this solution is correct and it's green, and I can go on to the next question. So for example, the third question here includes looking at the code and deciding how it will behave when it is run, when the code is executed. So look at the code given on the left without running it. So when the commands from the main method are executed, what will be printed on the screen? So I say that probably Peter and then Michael will be printed on the screen, and I have multiple answers here. Will they be printed together or glued together, or with a blank space in between, or in the other order, and so on? So I guess that it's this one, but let's check. Yes, that's correct. But if I want to run it after all, I can do it like this, and then I can double check even before I choose the answer. So the output will again appear down here. So it's like this, Peter, Michael. Yeah. So if I want to minimize this, then I click again on the run. If I want to see the output again, I click on it and the window reappears. Okay, so that's the basic idea behind this type of task, the question. You will usually have some code here which you have to review and decide how will it behave or what it represents.